This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
I still have to work on that stuff. What's up, guys? This is Dan from Cheech from Crush This, a Monster Truck podcast. If you guys can hear me, thank you so much. Don't mind the laundry and stuff like that. Brad is off for this week. If anyone's watching, thank you for anyone else is watching. On a serious note, about an hour or so ago, Jeff messaged me, and he is right now he's okay, but family emergency just came about. So if anyone can give him a shout out on the message, check on him. He will be on next week. We rescheduled it, and and we will have him on next week to tell his stories and have a good time. But as of right now, so we had to reschedule. So I'm apologizing for that. It was really last second, but he had to, family's first, and we all know that, you know what I mean? So hopefully everything gets better and have Jeff on. Really cool. Have him on. But folks, want to thank J Concepts, High Octane Coffee, Back Channel Productions, 6B Apparel. We got our crew shirts. Those are $100 a pop. I'm not wearing any of my gear. I just got back from kind of a little shopping spree a little bit. And just got dinner. So we kind of had a run in with Chipotle. They only accept mobile orders only. And if you heard that in the background, that's Anuj coughing. He's eating also. But he got himself a haircut too, so he looks fresh and clean for once. And so anyway, and also JB Scale Graphics. Also, one I want to thank is Justin Stories. He has a comic book out called Making Tracks. I'm opening this up. Stupid plastic. It's this right here. It's a comic book about monster trucks, which is, pretty cool. Everything in there. Took a look at it. It's kid friendly. Yeah, obviously. But, you're entering the high octane world and making tracks here. The first episode talks about all the characters and all the trucks and all that, what's going on. The racing and stuff like that. It's $10 a pop, and you can go to, let me get this on my phone here. You can go to Amazon.com, and the book is on Amazon.com. It's $10, and it's, I also include, I guess that's plus shipping, but you can type in Making Tracks, so it's MAKIN space TRAX, and go ahead and take a look at that. Kindle, it's on Kindle also. Paperback, $10. They're in stock. Also, free shipping if you're an Amazon customer. So, or over $25. Still pretty cool to have. $10 a pop. Thank you again. And Justin, he's also a track maker. Also a event director for monster trucks, so he has a few histories of that. He's going to be making a number 2, so thank you again. We'll keep on promoting this for him, and it's a pretty cool gig. $10 a pop. If you like comic books, it does come in a good die. I'm just kidding. A little plastic cover and stuff like that. So, and I'll put that right in there. But it's cool. Thank you so much. You know what we haven't been doing lately? And it's going to be a big deal. and I think it's going to be pretty cool to have. So you guys are following. We have a couple things going on here. Our sponsors, we have High Octane Coffee. You know, Joey Sylvester does a kick-ass job. What's going on, Mike? Yes, back from Montana. I'll talk to you guys then. I'll talk about it. It's just a hangout, guys. Like I said, Jeff had a family emergency. He will be back next week. If you want further details, if you want to talk to Jeff, go right ahead. But that's enclosed. But prayers for Jeff and his family, and we'll get him on. My camera kept on moving. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we got JB Scale Graphics, which is officially licensed graphics of Joey Sylvester's Bad Habit. We got J Concepts. I think they have the body for the Bad Habit truck. And Horizon Hobbies helps out occasionally with my thing. It's up to you guys. I'm feeling kind of generous. And I think this is going to be next month's giveaway. And I may have Joey do a video. And who's interested in a LMT Bad Habit truck? I feel kind of generous. I just got one, and I'm thinking about getting another one. And let's do it as a giveaway. If you guys want to help me out on what we should do, questions, something, message the thing, message us. No, Nuge. No, why? What would you do? You gotta help me out. Figure out something to make it a giveaway. You know, and I got a special guest on. It's Mr. Austin Tweedy.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just got a call about an hour ago from Jeff. He had to go. Had a family emergency, and so he's gonna be on next week. But let people else know he was a special guest. Austin, he's Mr. VP. Mr. President was on, so he's gonna be on next week. But I was just talking about this comic book that just got sponsored. It's called Making Tracks. Right? Making Tracks, and wow. It's by Justin Story. You ever heard of that guy? He was an event director for Bad Dave Rife.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good comic book. It that
looks awesome.
$10 on Amazon, and it talks about yeah. I mean, it has like good coloration, good yeah, and then so it's going on there, but I just felt generous today. I don't know if you just heard me the last second, but I am thinking very generous. I'm sponsored by High Octane Coffee. Joey Sylvester, Bad Habit. JB Scale Graphics is sponsors ours, and they're officially licensed for Bad Habit decals. So, and J Concepts, they helped us with giveaways. We have bodies. I'm feeling generous, and I'm feeling next month to give away a Bad Habit LMT RC truck. Oh. But I need to figure out what to do. Pretty cool. So it's on the table, and we have fans, more fans. I don't know. I'm feeling generous, but I need to figure out maybe a question, maybe something going on. I just don't know, but it's on the table, and I think a lot of guys, you know what I mean. Justin goes, "Shh, I still work for the guy." I'm like, you be all right, Justin. He doesn't watch my podcast. If he does, he's a hypocrite. So anyway.
Well, I'm just going to say I'd be one of those guys to definitely sign up. I don't even have a damn body for my RC truck right now. So maybe I'll get lucky and get in there and snag that bad boy.
Hey, I'm feeling generous. Greg from Horizon, he always helps out too because of, we're not that far away from, Champaign and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to do this. you see my background. There's 4 trucks on my right. Well, it's my right, but I think people are watching on my left. If you guys can name me each truck on that wall, the name, the body, or what gen it is, I'm going big time. You're entering the win, the Bad Habit RC monster truck. And it will be done in July. I'm going to get some videos from Joey, stuff like that. So I think that no Nuge. Okay, I guess so. He could cheat, but I mean that enters a drawing. It doesn't matter. So but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it on my book, except for I was going to talk about the NASCAR deal, which is pretty cool. The Kevin Harvick, the Gravedigger Stuart Haas deal, which, you know, it's been going on for a while. They just released it now, but it's been, you know, in the works since last year. So
yes, something like that doesn't just happen overnight.
Yeah. It just doesn't happen overnight, and I think it's pretty cool that they're joining together because, you know, it helps Monster Jam make it more mainstream. But I think NBC is doing something too, because the NBC and NASCAR.
What is this guy doing?
He's trying to get answers. He's trying to get answers. It is what it is. So I mean, that's. I think I'm gonna do that. But what do you think? What do you think? With that deal, like, I think it's pretty awesome, and I think that, you know, it's a Father's Day thing. You know, fathers love and kids love going to monster trucks. So it's a win-win.
Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do not think very highly of the deal. I'm kind of opposite of you right there, and my reason for that is honestly strictly because I do not care for NASCAR at all. If I wanted to watch NASCAR, I would watch NASCAR, but I don't. I want to watch monster trucks. I want to watch cars get demolished. That's why I watch monster trucks, and I don't watch NASCAR. So I'm not even on the same spectrum there. I was like actually really let down whenever I saw that's what that was. And I think Austin Spence kind of explained it to me pretty good, and you kind of hit the nail on the head there for a minute, though. It is a very good opportunity for Monster Jam to get their brand out, and to get, it's more than just getting the brand Gravedigger out. It's about getting the Monster Jam brand out there. And you know something, when you get publicity, whether it's for Monster Jam or another independent promoter, any publicity for monster trucks is good publicity. So this could potentially be a really good deal for Monster Jam.
You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if Monster Jam invites Kevin Harvick and his son to shows, because it's been known that if they do Monster Jam in Charlotte, and it's been known NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, they have all brought themselves kids to the Monster Jam shows, and they all been to the shows in general. There's more NASCAR drivers that they didn't release, but still the top ones is like Kyle Busch and Jeff Gordon. Still, you know, there's always been a string of NASCAR with monster trucks. This ain't the first. For a while, there's a photo and video that Bigfoot posted that they got a couple of NASCAR drivers to race monster trucks in the pro. Sorry. COVID. Anyway, sorry. Raced in the Pro MT series. Tony Stewart, Elliott Sadler. I don't know who the crew chief was for Dale Earnhardt back then, but it happened in 2000. But there was video and stuff like that of them racing all the Bigfoot trucks on the Pro MT course, because Pro MT raced on NASCAR tracks. People may not know what, you know, Pro MT was. It was kind of the rebirth of trying to be the rebirth of Penna. Dan Patrick, Tim Hall, Bob Chandler, and Eric Meager ran that thing, and they only ran for 3 years. but it was pretty cool because it was still the drag racing, monster truck racing that you would see on television on TNN all the time, and they just brought it to it. Well, they raced in NASCAR tracks like Daytona, Talladega, Darlington, Nazareth, different tracks around the country owned by this promoter. Whoever owned the track, and they raced there. So they would race on a weekend where it was monster trucks on Saturday with the ticket of a Craftsman Truck Series race. So it's not a really big shocker. I think people are more shocked, and they're making a big deal because Kevin Harvick's car is a Ford, and people may forget that the original Gravedigger was a Ford, or in IHRA their Pro Mod, which is Gravedigger 17. Was a Wheelies, and it was the Wheelies drag racer was 7 years predated before Son of a Digger, which is Son of a Digger is a wheelie panel truck. It is what it is, but I guess people just like nitpick on small stuff that doesn't need to be talked about when they should worry about other things.
Minor details. What I do like, though, is if you look and you see Levi Schoen's comment from a few minutes ago, it says, hey, Kevin Harvick and Tony Stewart both had trucks named after them. Cheech, I don't know if you know this or not, but my dad actually had a hand in that happening whenever that took place on Paul Schaefer's team.
Same thing with BJ, wasn't it?
Yeah, and BJ drove the Kevin Harvick Kid Rock monster truck for a little while. I've got a picture.
Yeah.
If Harley was around here, I would have her go and get it. I've got a little itty bitty picture of my dad and Dale Earnhardt Jr. standing next to each other out in the field next to Dale Jr.'s house in front of the Dale Jr. monster truck, which was it was actually a barefoot chassis. I can't remember which one it was. It was actually just they just went through and refabbed it and redid it at the time. And that was one of the first things that they did is they put that Dale Earnhardt Jr. body on it. They never ran it for a race. Fun fact, they never ran it for a race. There was some serious money that was to be dished out if they were going to run that body, so they decided not to. But they did run the Tony Stewart smoke truck, which is what that was called. And they had the Kid Rock Kevin Harvick body that few drivers ran.
Yeah, like you said, it's been going on for a while. Like, for instance, Clinton Boyer, he drove a Bounty Hunter truck. I guess Bounty Hunter was in Kansas some few years back. If people remember, if people may not forget, the Bounty Hunter was one time, I think in the late 2000s, early 2010. It was a Chevy Silverado for a few shows. Clint Boyer drove that for a while, for just an exhibition in the middle of the racetrack. Also, the Dream, not Dusty Rhodes, but the Eldora race. Like Mike Hedman said, Darrell Waltrip's Tie Monster truck, which Holman's made, did a lap around the track. So, like we all give examples to. This ain't the first, and this ain't the the first time NASCAR and monster trucks intertwined. Like Levi said again, the Alan Jackson Who's Cheating to Who video back in the late like 97 when Alan Jackson drove Bigfoot, and then you had all the Ford drivers in NASCAR running around the track. And it's pretty crazy thinking about that too. And then even later on, back in 1996, Kyle Petty, if someone help me out with the announcer from Fox, Mike, not Jeff Gordon or Colton Boyd, Mike Joy, I think Mike Joy, and another personnel. They did that jump off contest in Wichita, Kansas. You can watch on YouTube that they did also, that they announced. And then when Dennis Anderson was driving, it was with Gravedigger Charlotte show. They were promoting the U.S. Truck Fest, and he did a pit road and tried to do a pit stop with Gravedigger 12. Kyle Petty talked to him about that. I think that was on an Inside Monster Jam video too. But that was another thing, it's just crazy to think about. Someone asked Dennis Anderson who was his favorite NASCAR driver. He talked about Dale Earnhardt for a thing too. So, and Jim Kohlers favorite driver was Dale Earnhardt. So, like we all said before, they all intertwine and stuff like that. But
And if anybody has seen Steve Lashinsky in the last 24 hours, he looks like Dale Earnhardt.
oh yeah, I saw that the caterpillar grew on his face. Like it just parked it right there, perfectly right there. You know, that's pretty cool stuff. I got to cover my Panda Express. I'm not sponsored by them, so.
Yeah, you got to cover that up then. Can't be having that.
But it's Dr. Pepper.
Oh, well, that's good.
I can't. See, you can't. That's gonna be blurred. We're gonna get sued. I'm gonna get sued now. Thanks, Austin. Jeez, all troubling. But last time I talked to you, I just got done doing a show at Lewiston. The exciting show was definitely Bozeman, and man, that was a beater. Terrible. Yeah. Bad show. I don't care what if someone's watching it. I don't care if they're, lightning a few miles down the road, getting pegged with hail. There's a mudslop, but the fans loved it, I guess. And then
I always love a good old mud show, man. I mean, I know it sucks to work on the truck, to wrench on the trucks, then wash it afterwards. But I don't know. Something about a good monster truck show that's in the mud, it just feels right from a fan's perspective.
It is, but cleaning up, it wasn't really my issue with being muddy. It's my issue about how close severe weather was to the destination. That was my issue. It wasn't really, it's a mud fest, but I'm not digging lightning about a few miles down the road. And you hear it crackle, and you hear a boom. That's what I was more worried about than anything else. It wasn't, we always deal with Mudfest. If from the top promoters all the way down to the bottom promoters, we deal it. But driver, people, and fan safety is always a number one priority. And that was my issue. That was what was going on. But is what it is. Show's over with. People already voiced their opinion on Facebook. They already did what they did. So it is what it is. But the cleanup was actually pretty easy. It was a sandy, muddy base material. So washing ammunition was pretty cool. It was easy, actually. And then we got that thing ready and hung out the hometown of Evel Knievel. But Butte, Montana. And what's what's crazy? They don't have a museum for that man.
No.
The best stuff that they got for Evel Knievel was at a Toyota dealership, and it's a copper statue, and that was it.
See, you gotta do something for somebody like that. I really am kind of surprised to hear that. I saw you took a picture of what was it, his tombstone or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was really shocked that there wasn't anything greater for that man.
Right, and the best, I guess, the best Hall of Fame or museum that they have is in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm still trying to figure out why Wichita is a destination for an Evel Knievel museum when he was not even from there. I don't even remember if he did a jump there. What's the importance of Wichita, Kansas to have that? So, I mean, that's just like saying I'm going to build a statue and a museum for Austin Tweedy in Alaska, and you have nothing to do with that, but still there's a Austin Tweedy museum in Anchorage, Alaska. That's what I'm trying to get at. What have you done in Anchorage?
That doesn't make any sense at all, but Evel Knievel, the guy who broke the mold for just all stunts in general, and then, like you said, the only thing they got for him is they're at a Toyota dealership. I mean, that's pretty lame. I mean, maybe we should all get together and put together something for old Evel Knievel. I don't know. Right.
It's like on the tombstone itself had a picture of him on the one side of him flying through the air with his motorcycle. And then the other side was when he was on the type of contraption that he what's seeing that? Okay, it was the vehicle that he jumped the Snake River Falls with. Well, Snake River is in Idaho. So, and then on the tombstone, it said, like, this is the jumping point, and I'm trying to figure that out. Like, who created this tombstone for him? And, everyone talks about him, but there's like, they still had, we went to this one museum. They still had tickets from his Evel Knievel days in 2012 or 2002, I mean. And obviously he was still alive, but it's that Butte, Montana is the second most haunted place in the United States, I guess they were saying.
Really?
Outside of New Orleans. Yeah. I guess because there's so many people that went there to work at coal mines, and they said that when the coal mining was happening between the late 1800s to the 1970s, there was at least one coal miner die a week.
Okay. All right. Range track of the day.
Yeah. Visited Yellowstone for a little bit. Just drove by it. And we'll be back there in July. We'll be in Great Falls, Helena, and then Missoula. So we'll be doing that. But this week, I'll be in Danville, Kentucky with the ride truck. So
This
go check
weekend?
out that if you're. Yep, this weekend.
Okay.
The dealership deal. And
That was gonna
then
be
for
question
all the people in Indiana, Lafayette, if you want to meet Mr. Mark Hall and the Raminator monster truck, he'll be at Twin Cities Dodge in Lafayette, Indiana, backyard of the Dirt Crew and Quad Chaos. So there's gonna be a Ram heading over there. So be cool. It's not that far away. Actually, where the dealership's at, it's not that far away from their shop. It's like a few blocks down. So
I didn't even know there was a Lafayette, Indiana.
Oh yeah. Yeah, West Lafayette and Lafayette. Lafayette's also the home of Purdue University. If anyone's a college sports fan, that's the home of Purdue. So that's going on, and then the week after that, I think not 4th of July, but this weekend's Father's Day. So, being a father there, Austin, what's your game plan for this weekend? Gonna take your daughter and Harley anywhere, or having a little barbecue, or
Actually,
last day? What's your game plan?
No, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is all out in the open now. This is no secret. But Harley and I got sick here in the last week or so, and we have to be in quarantine for the next week. So I will not be able to join in any Father's Day festivities this weekend. I'm actually pretty bummed out about it. It's thrown my entire summer for a whack, man. This stupid virus crap. And now I'm looking at, I was going to go crew for Team Throttle Monster in San Antonio at the big Monster Jam shows. That is 4th of July weekend. But that's going to be the next weekend that I get my daughter now. So I'm like, man, I can't reschedule that. Oh, this is ridiculous. So my entire summer has been thrown for a loop. So this weekend, we're just going to be here. We got a little over a week now, I think, maybe a little less than a week to go by the quarantine rules. And then we're out in the open after that.
Oh, my. Getting the last second bug. That stinks.
Yeah. Tell me about it. And, I'll be honest with you. I got it pretty bad, too. It's no joke.
Was it after? Did you get the shock? Did you get the shot or anything like that?
No.
No.
This, I will say, I got the flu back in high school. It was much, much worse than what this is. Now, what I will say, though, is for about 3 days there, you get a fever, which is pretty obviously alarming anytime you're running a fever. But that was like the worst of it. Now, I say that you don't just like recover instantly from COVID. It's like, that's why it's like a 2-week quarantine process. Because obviously you can still be contagious or whatever, but it literally just wears you out. Like, just takes everything out of you. Like you text me like right at the perfect time because I just like woke up from a nap. We tried to get out and just like go for a walk, and and sweat and, just move around today because we've just been locked in here for the last week and a half. And we came back and I was just out of it, just gone. So that's the worst part about it. It just wears you out. Exactly. You feel like a zombie.
Dang it. I think I got that in November.
Yeah.
I think it just wears you out. You're tired all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I don't think I got was I never lost my taste buds or sense of smell. So I didn't taste it, but I could definitely smell shit. Excuse me. when a dog is, outside, I can, smell that, crap,
No, I've had that. I've not had any taste buds. I've not been able to smell anything for the last couple of days. But Cameron Tweedy, I see you're watching the show. Screw you, man.
Screw you, man. That's would be more insulting. It would be more insulting. This show isn't better this show is better than Throttle Out or Dr. Pepper sucks. What's more insulting?
He would well, first of all, Cameron would never say Dr. Pepper sucks. That boy's ate up with Dr. Pepper probably more than me. Honestly, I'd rather hear our show sucks more than Dr. Pepper sucks.
Okay. Here's another one. So there's gonna be multiple questions, and throughout the show, you gotta follow to get this LMT. So if you answer all this, what is the number one ingredient in Dr. Pepper? Can't say it.
Oh, okay.
You'll be surprised, folks. What's the number one product, the ingredient in Dr. Pepper? And that's another question. So I don't even write this crap down. I need to do that. There's multiple questions. You guys have to follow this show to figure out about this.
Jones, what is the worst soda? I don't know. I'd say probably Diet Coke, because Coca-Cola is crap enough, and then you go and you take the sugar out of it, so it's just diet crap. That's what it should actually be called, diet crap.
Diet. Well, I honestly think that the worst pop in general would be carbonated water. I don't know. Would that be considered?
True. Yeah,
that's the sparkling water. I don't know. I think that's nasty, but I think like Coke Zero or Diet Coke, Pepsi Coke, Pepsi Coke, Diet Pepsi, anything like that. I think it's bad. Scott Bryant, the answer is no. Even though the drink is called Dr. Pepper, there's actually no pepper in Dr. Pepper. So, I think is there actually pepper in Dr. Pepper? I don't think so. That'd be weird.
I know. To my knowledge, there's not.
There's not. So, what's the difference between Diet Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper? Because they specify in the commercials that Diet Dr. Pepper tastes like Dr. Pepper.
I mean, if we're asking for the obvious answer, Diet doesn't have sugar in it. If that's what you're getting at, but
yeah, I guess so. But
I mean, honestly, if I'm at some place and that's all I have is Diet Dr. Pepper, I'm not opposed to that. It's not a bad diet drink.
No, it's not. It's not. I think it's the best diet drink out there because you can't tell the difference. Let me rephrase that. I think the worst diet drink right now is Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
No. Hey, Dad, what's up? But if anyone wants to join in, they're more welcome to. Message me on the Facebook. If you want to join, you can go and talk. Yes, Scott, the color of the can. That could be also it too. But I was watching your guys' show on Sunday. That was pretty interesting on the everything that was going on.
Hold on. What's my dad talking about?
What was he talking about? I can't tell which one's Austin Cheech. Yeah, the difference is one guy's microphone's not covering his face. Come on, Rodney. Get your head out of your butthole.
Harley just brought me dinner over here.
Oh, hi, Harley.
Yeah, and it's Tuesday, so you know what we're having over here in the Tweedy household, or you should anyways.
Tacos.
Damn straight.
Street tacos or regular tacos?
I just call these regular tacos. There's nothing street about these.
Oh, gotcha. So, any shows you're looking forward to this weekend? Even though you're, in timeout. One bite. Everyone knows the rules.
Well, I actually know for this weekend, I haven't even looked into the schedule to see what's going on. I know Austin Spence probably got all that broke down for us already. I was honestly, dude, I was really looking forward to that big show down in San Antonio. It's a Monster Jam show. A lot of big names are going to be there. And Team Throttle Monster reached out to me a little while back. It's like, hey, you interested? I was like, yeah, I'll come crew for y'all. And then, like I said, I got this virus, and then now my entire summer schedule's thrown off. I don't get a vacation anymore because I had to use my vacation time so I could stay home, and it's been a big mess now.
Dang it! So hey, I'll let you know. Have you been following this other podcast called Retro Monster Truck Review?
No, I've heard you mention them before, but actually I have not.
You need to. It's on Spotify and iTunes. He talks about old school monster truck stuff. And this last Friday, they were talking about the 95 Lima, Ohio Penna show. And they talk about the whole show. It's all videoed. I mean, the Penna show. They go over stuff that's been videoed. You can look on YouTube. And I thought it was pretty cool. Also, Cameron says, who do you guys have winning King of Miami this weekend? That's a very good question, but I'm going to go straight out. There's two people I think that could probably win this. I'm giving this to my first pick. I'm gonna take a page off of your Throttle show there, Austin. I'm going with Zach Garner, but I wouldn't be surprised. And the person that I would be choosing, Mark McDonald.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that pick right there. I mean, that's what I was going to say. You have somebody he's been out of the seat for a little while, but how do you bet against that guy?
Right.
But
that guy.
Look at Zach Garner and the insane weekend that he just had. He's going to be on such a high coming into this weekend. I think the only thing that will stop Zach Garner this weekend is just some mechanical issues with the truck. Maybe he drove it, a little too hard this last weekend, and it's a possibility. And I don't want to put that bad juju out there in the atmosphere, but that's just the way monster trucking goes. You ride hard one weekend, the next weekend you're just strictly wrenched on the truck. So I'd say if there's anything that stops that guy, it's got to be himself or his truck, because that boy is on fire right now.
Your dad is on a rampage right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. If you're out there anywhere, you'd hear the sound of our voices. Put a hot rod in your truck this weekend. Switch it up. We'll have two celebrity drivers there in Miami.
Right on. And the thing is I think, people are asking how is Zach such a good driver and stuff like that, which he is in general, but I think the difference is he is a simple thing. He's having fun. I think a lot of people are having issues with making it, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and I want to do that. He just goes with the flow. And that's what he was like at AT4 for Monster Jam last year. Yeah, his truck could be broken, but he knows he knows it's broken. He knows these guys are working their butts off, and he's okay with that. He just goes with the flow, and then when he's behind the wheel, he lets the truck do its thing. If the truck's not happy, it is what it is. If the truck's happy, it is what it is. And I think that's a lot of people are kind of like, why is this and that? And why is he having such, good luck? Luck takes a hand of it, but I think he's just having fun. And I think that's why a lot of people in this industry is missing out.
Well, he's having fun, and he's able to have fun. He's got a great crew behind him, a great team. That team is no team to slouch on. And when you put somebody of the caliber of Mark McDonald in one of those team overboard trucks, man, boy, watch out, because that guy could come in and just ruin everybody's weekend if they're not on their A game.
If he drives overboard like he drove in Laredo, Texas in 2015, everyone prepare for a 45-minute donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why Monster Jam officials tells you to do only like 3 to 4 revolutions, because he did like almost. I'm being over exaggerating. He did like maybe a good 2-minute donut, and in Laredo, Texas, and I don't know if they were happy about that, but. And there were some rule changes after his donuts. But your dad wants to drive Raminator. You got the phone number, Rodney. You can get a hold of Mark and Tim. Get yourself into a Hemi. Go ahead. Go call them. you gotta do like 10 displays though.
You know something, I can see that being a good fit though. I really do.
Yeah. Oh, hot rod and a Raminator. No, he puts on a good show.
Of that. He's good with sponsors. He's proven that in the past, and he represents y'all pretty well.
There we go, Tim. If you're watching this, Vicky, if you're watching this, that's fun. He's an Illinois boy, so. And then if we go in Texas, and if we go to Texas, we have someone in line, the crew chief for him. So
exactly.
See, look at that. Only part time. He can't leave the state of Texas.
I'll go ahead and stir some stuff up here on the show. Hey, if you're ever in Texas, I'd come to crew for you, Cheech. When you get in this seat.
When? I don't know. Hopefully in the future. Driving a truck right now, but I have to see what time goes on. You know what I mean? I would love to, you know what I mean? What's my call? You know what I mean? If I had the money to own my own truck, I'll do it. But God never gave me the hands and cards to dealt with. So as right now, it's not my trade in 3 cards or 2 cards in or anything like that. So as of right now, I and one thing I have to say is, Mr. Philip Norman and you guys, thank you for the support and the love that you guys want me to do that. You guys did it, all over Facebook and stuff like that. And Sean Green making a little poster, and then, hashtag Panda Drive and all that stuff. And I do appreciate it, but, I wish I could do more. I wish I can, push it, but I can't personally do it. And that's the only call by the higher ups or whoever. So, I mean, I did get a phone call, but it wasn't them, but it was another team, but I had nicely turned them down. Not really turn them down, not turn them down, but decline, I guess. But it is what it is. I'm loyal to this team, and they, there's a lot of promises, and I feel like that there's a shot for me to, be in the seat and represent this team big time. And they're a bunch of nice guys. They're a bunch of humble people. They even though they're sponsored by this multi-billion-dollar corporation, they're still back home, good old boys that still remember where they're from. Mm-hmm. And they never forgot about that. They never forget about that. They never forget about the people that are behind them. They never forget the people that weren't behind them. But they respect where they came from, and that's how they are. They will take the shirts off their back for you if they believe that you earn, their honesty and stuff like that. And that pushes a lot for me. And I can't do that. So, it is what it is. But right now, I see myself hopefully driving one of their trucks. That's my goal, is to represent the Hot Seat or Raminator or Ammunition trucks and do what I need to do. and I believe in myself too. That if I get a chance, you better hold on and bring a lunch bag, because I'll try my best to race that truck 100% and not, put them down. You know what I mean? So I put that in my neck of the woods.
The truck, man, no doubt. I think a lot of people think that as well. I've seen, and you said yourself, you've seen the support from the fans who watch your show and your friends in the monster truck community. I think you'd be a good fit, man. It's about time we see the Panda get behind the wheel.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, Mark and Tim let me put on the back of the Elliott. You better bring your lunch bag. It's lunchtime. But, and that's the same thing for you, too. A lot of people know, Austin, that, they would love to see you behind the wheel of a truck. And I know that's one of your goals, too. And I know the family and today's economy has been on the crap shoot. Like, okay, for instance, taking a left turn. We went to Chipotle, and they only asked for mobile orders only. And there was everyone sitting in the restaurant waiting for their mobile orders to be done. So that's one thing. I'm going on a tangent here, but people go to work. There's a lot of companies that need people to go to work. And there's a lot of people who are taking advantage of the government and the state. You know what I mean? It's very frustrating seeing these signs saying, where, the $15, $12 an hour and stuff like that. But what's your take on it? Because I think a lot of people just need to get their butts up and work.
Well, I'll kind of go start at where you were, or your question was originally starting from.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which you were talking about me driving.
Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest with y'all. If it weren't for COVID, I'd probably be driving right now. If you look at Team Tom Flory and you see all the crazy stuff they've got going on, a third truck in the works, like all that was there while I was there. That's the whole reason I went there. I was supposed to crew a first quarter and then slowly work my way into the driver's seat. That was going to happen, and COVID completely shut that down. So fast forward, over a year later, and here we are. That, this doesn't mean that I'm done with monster trucks or anything like that, but I got to look at something that's going to realistically work with me and my family. Right now, doing the Throttle Out show is just that. I like to pop in.
You need the planets all lined up straight.
Yeah, right. And I like to pop in every once in a while, help somebody crew on their truck, and that's just what I do. And for you people in the comment section wondering when I'm going to eat my tacos, I'll get to it here in just a minute. Don't worry, I'm not going to starve myself.
Chad, Jeff is right now. He's not on the show. Family emergency came about, so he'll be on next week. Same thing with Austin. Hopefully Austin joins back on, but he was a surprise guest for Jeff Bursey, so he will be on next week, hopefully, and we will have the VP and the president of whatever on. And Mr. President, and you were the famous. Okay, let's go on here. Since Jeff is not here, but how did you get the nickname for some people, Mr. VP? How did you get Vice President? How did that whole shenanigan started?
Here, a few years ago, there was a corporation. I can't disclose that information as to where the headquarters of this industry was, called Captain Dickhead Industries. And Mr. Bursey was the
gentleman.
And Mr. Bursey was the president, and I was so humbly named vice president of Captain Dickhead Industries. So that's where that comes from.
I know the gentleman that created that corporation. He has been disappearing for a while, pops his head up once in a while, but we know who that gentleman is. The Claw. Anyway,
look at my dad cracking up in the comment section. Yeah, it's been a while since we've talked about CDH Corp.
Yeah.
been a while.
My CGA Corporation, yeah. If you ever, okay, so the guy, he makes pretty good detailed model trucks. I'll tell you that much. Very detailed. One of his creations was the half and half Bigfoot body one, where he cut half of a Bigfoot truck, and then you would see the insides of like Bigfoot 10 and the Bigfoot 10 body, which was pretty cool. He's always at the Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, when I do the Hall of Fame episode, I'll have him on, and you guys talk to him and everything like that. But I'll be there Friday night, hopefully, and hopefully 2 awesome people get inducted to the Hall of Fame. I really, really hope the Hall brothers make it. 1, just because they deserve it, and 2, I would like to have this episode. It's been 2 years in the making. Hopefully that would happen. But it's cool to hear the stories. We'll hear more stories about it, guys. Once again, I'm sorry that Jeff couldn't make it, but family comes first. If you want more information, and if you're close to Jeff, just send some prayers and stuff like that for him. But he says he'll be on next week, and go from there. So, once again, guys, I apologize for that. But if you guys been late for getting on, there's 2 questions I need you guys to answer. And like I said, I've been kind of generous, and we have our sponsors here from JB Scale Graphics, High Octane Coffee, J Concepts, 6 Beer Apparel, Back Channel Productions. There's a lot of people that we like to thank for giving us the giveaways when we started doing stuff. But also, since we had the COVID-19 giveaway, I just thought maybe July, since it's America's birthday, the birthday month, America, play that Hulk Hogan cue music. I don't have one. Brad's not here. Anyway, so I was going to be generous enough in July. So we're in the middle of January, but in July, this could be the July 4th, America's birthday giveaway. I'm doing this on the fly. It's going to be a Bad Habit LMT monster truck. So us that crush this, meaning me, not him, me,
over here,
I'm donating an LMT truck through Horizon. J Concept should have the body. JB Scale Graphics got the graphics. Joey's Joey. So we're gonna probably do a live stream and have Joey announce the winner of the giveaway. I got a message Joey though, because he has no idea. Just created up this idea tonight. I did this spontaneously. So the question, hey Andrew, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while, bud. How's everything going? Little Andrew, what's up, bud? The questions are, you guys have to follow this. The overkill. Oh, oops. I already gave you a truck. There's a freebie. Name all 4 trucks that are on the up there. And also name me what's the number 1 ingredient in Dr. Pepper.
There we go.
So, and no, I'm not getting no tattoo. I ain't dyeing my hair, and I am not giving away some dog. So this is a different podcast.
Come on.
This is a different podcast. If you want to, if you want a tattoo or a hair dye or a nose piercing or a Prince Albert, go to Throttle Out and they'll hook you up. But here, no.
Yeah, there we go. Dye your beard blonde. Come on.
Actually, I found like red hair strings on my beard one time. Like it's black, but there's like red, a little bit of red somewhere around there. And I asked my dad what nationality he is, and he says Polish, Italian, and Welsh. So I'm thinking it's the Welsh part that I got some red somewhere around here. But I don't even know how to dye. Like, I guess I have to bleach it, then color. I don't know. I really want to go back in time.
And, hey, check us out. We'll do a live stream and Harley just walk you through how to do it.
Live, just to teach me how to do it. While at the same time, she could teach you how to dye your hair purple.
Yeah. Believe it or not, that's actually coming up here pretty soon. Not looking forward to it.
it's Mike Hedman says it's the Polish. Probably. I don't know. It's weird. But you guys are reaching 700. I mean, you can't stop that unless you just shut down the whole program and then start back after the program. You're like, oh, look, it's under 700. Next.
I don't know. It's been a crazy few weeks over here. We've been really growing. It's been awesome.
What did she mean? The crew shirt's right next to you. What was that question for? Who was that to? Harley said crew shirt right next to you. Oh, okay. There you go. Why don't you dye her purple and do a mohawk?
Do a mohawk? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's happening.
That'd be a little bit too much.
No,
it's happening. Oh, it's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of pressure.
To Mr. Bryce Kinney and his Great Clips sponsorship, he and his buddies rallied after me. They're like, yeah, let's get them to 700 followers. And like, here we go. There come the followers that come with it. And that's how all that got started. It's because we were just shooting the shit back and forth on social media. And somehow, I say somehow, somebody tagged Bryce Kinney in the post. And then he shared it. And then that's where all that originated from. So thanks a lot, Bryce Kinney. Really appreciate the fact I'm going to have purple hair because of you.
Oh, I mean, you're just gonna let it grow. So I mean, you're gonna have it for like a few months. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. You know.
Yeah.
What's the situation for Austin?
Austin, now that's a very interesting question. Austin was issued a challenge the other night on the show by a monster truck crew guy, by a crew chief,
Cody Spencer.
Yeah, and he has to respond to him tomorrow night on our show. So I don't even know what's going on there. If Austin's supposed to shave his beard, or if he's supposed to get a tattoo or dye his beard.
You know, it's so funny. If Austin Spence dyes his beard and hair green, so his green screen will have.
Oh, man, that is an awesome idea.
Dye his stuff green, and then when he puts a photo, he'll have like a overboard head and an overboard beard and mustache, and just all match. So his face will be covered by his green screen.
Oh my god, that is an awesome idea.
I'm just saying, he has to dye his hair and stuff green. Worse than a tattoo or a piercing or anything like that. He needs to dye his facial hair and his hair green, so it matches the green screen of what he has. So whatever picture pops up. Thanks, Josh. Mr. Josh Rhodes, the Retro Monster Truck Review guy, just commented, said, "Cheech, that's a little overboard." I
need to check their stuff out.
It is pretty cool. Nuge!
What?
Get that decal. Oh. Sound like Godzilla just woke up.
I love that. Nuge!
Get away. Leave. All right, here we go.
I dig.
Nope. There it is. The Retro Monster Truck Review. Right there. Go check them out. Spotify and iTunes. I'll just put this through the camera. Did you get it?
There you go.
So there you go right there. But go check them out. The latest issue. Latest episode is Penna 1995, Lima, Ohio. If Josh wants to say what's this week's episode on the chat, go check that out for Friday. It's actually every Friday morning at 5 a.m. it's released. So check that out on iTunes and Spotify. This is the time of the episode, people, where I can't talk. And people go ahead and feel free to leave. Once again, folks, want to thank everyone. This week will be Flemington, New Jersey, 1990. So we're going to do some 1990 TNT monster truck racing So so that's to be pretty cool stuff. Like when I said one more time, thank you. Ow. Thank you to Justin Shorty stories, not Shorty, for this comic book, Making Track. This is $10 on Amazon. Kind of a thick actually, pretty thick book here, which is pretty cool. $10 a pop. Paperbacks also on Kindle, so you're more than welcome. It's an awesome kids book. Go check it out. It's awesome. $10 a pop. Thank you again, Justin, for everything. JB Scale Graphics, officially licensed for Bigfoot, Bad Habit, Obsessed, Against the Grain. Maybe pretty soon some Black Pearl. Also, High Octane Coffee, J Concepts, Back Channel Productions. Take a look at them. They've been doing some video work for the Renegade Monster Truck Tour. Take a look at that stuff. Pretty cool stuff right there. 6B Apparel official. They make our crew shirts, $100 a pop. You can go with the retro look or the regular look itself. Also, Bradley Shaw Designs, the official designs company of the Renegade Monster Truck Tour. Go check them out too. They're starting to grow pretty cool and top-notch stuff right there. But folks, once again, thanks Austin for coming on. Passed by the power hour. Call that the power hour. But people are saying there's more than Dr. Pepper in the cup. Oh yeah, no, don't. It's Panda Express. I'm probably just having sugar coma, diabetes or something.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. No, there's no friends named Jack or Jim in there either. So, but once again, is there any social media that people can follow at? I know a lot of people you've been on weekly with our podcast, been intertwining, but check Austin and them out at the Throttle Out program every Sunday and Wednesday night. So any other social media that people can follow you at?
My personal page, Austin K. Tweedy on Instagram, and now on Facebook, you can add me as Austin K. Tweedy as well. Other than that, it's just the Throttle Out show on everything.
Nice. And do you have a guest tomorrow?
We do. We've got Chandler West from the Quad Chaos Dirt Crew team. He's going to be joining us. I've not talked to him in it's been well over a year now. And he and Spence were able to link up at their show this past weekend, and now he's going to be on our show tomorrow night. We'll be talking to Chandler West and talk about his rise to the top. He's in the middle of his journey right now, getting in the driver's seat. He's worked his way from the very bottom, from just washing and waxing trucks, and then worked his way up being a crew guy, and look at him now. Look at him driving. So we're going to find out a little bit more about our guest tomorrow, Mr. Chandler West, on our show.
Nice. Team DCT Power Sports. So previous employee that I worked for. But that'd be pretty cool hearing the stories from them tomorrow. 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, or
7:30. Yes, 7:30 Eastern time.
All right, cool deal. So check them out tomorrow on Facebook and on YouTube. Kind of the same platform we are. And also check them out on Instagram too. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook, and also like and give us a 5-star review on iTunes. We haven't produced any episodes quite yet on iTunes because we've been all over the place. So we'll get a few episodes back and running. If anyone else in the Monster Jam or Monster Truck world want to hear their stories, we've been doing a lot of the crew member episodes, and we'll probably have we should have done an episode right now with you, Austin, but it is what it is. We'll get you back on and hear about your stories about being a crew guy and stuff like that. So
I've got some doozy stories for you. Yeah, we need to get down to that at some point.
We will. We'll do a story episode with Austin and talk about his life stories of being a crew member and all that stuff. Being a son of an awesome Monster Truck dad. So, because that's how awesome it is. But yeah, once again, guys, Thank you, Austin, for being on. I'll hopefully be on next week. We'll have definitely. Jeff said he'll be on next week, so that's gonna be cool. We'll have Jeff on next week. Sorry about that, folks. Do apologize, but like I said, family comes first. Whatever situation happened, I don't think Jeff would be lying about it. I don't think so at all. So I take his word for it, and he's a good man, and he'll be on next week. So that makes it exciting. So. Once again, Austin, hold on. Ask him about crewing for me in Canada. That will be another story, Mr. Rodney Tweedy. That will be another story for Mr. Austin. So put that in your back of your notebook there, Austin, and prepare to ask a question about.
That in and of itself, Cheech, is going to take like a damn hour. So yeah, we'll get back to that.
All right. So once again, guys, this is Austin. See him next week. We'll have Jeff Bursey on, but once again, and Brad would probably be on too. But once again, guys, thank you for coming on. Thank you for everyone that's been watching. Also, once again, like, share, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, like and share also, and give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. But I'm Cheech. That's Austin. Brad's somewhere in Canada. Adios. Keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. Bye-bye. Peace. Outro music. Oh, there we go. There's my outro music.